Let's surely move on then. This will be week 9, day 2 match from game 1, first half of WBG versus YS. We should be able to see some quality gameplays here from IVL professional team. Anyways, as I was saying, hopefully we'll see more good gameplays. I'm just trying to check here. Okay, I wasn't at 60p hertz, so there is that too. Let's see, we're gonna go off to coordinator first, who is upstairs. Let's talk about team comp real quick. It's gonna be coordinator mercenary alongside with patient and journalist. So it's gonna be 3 rescuers here against 1 single opera singer. It might be a little bit of a too slow of a decoding speed boost though, but we will be able to see the confined space. That was a bit too obvious in a sense, but I guess Moem still fell for it. Right now, this is really good for Alexis, especially with the fact that it's 39 seconds in towards the game, and it's an opera singer. You have 3 rescuers on your field, and Cordy is also one of them with a detention hit down. It's a little bit unfortunate here for Moem, but maybe taking the hit might have just been a tiny bit better compared to gunning there immediately. I do think that window was a little bit of a bait for Alexa too, because like Alexa is notoriously known to be dodging guns, like a lot of other hunters like Donex and and Anton. They do know really well how to dodge guns. So I feel like in that case scenario, and it's only that Alexa has also done it multiple times in Chinatown before as well. So I don't think that was necessarily the right move from Moem there as our coordinator. Now we will be able to see journalists nearby, but even for journalists here, she's most likely going to get hit before anything else. We did stop 2 survivors from decoding. That's the good news, but we're not elbow padding down here as the mercenary. So we're not going to go with it before half rescue. Okay, that's a tiny bit unfortunate that we're not going to go for the before half rescue. But for Alexa here, he needs to try to force Mercenary to rescue here. It's okay to allow Mercenary to do a no damage rescue for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 being the fact that Corey just went after half. And then reason number 2 being the fact that they don't have enough cipher machine, especially with, 2 slow decoders still outside. For our journey, I'm quite sure she did use what again? She did use a newspaper voice, a little Orphe from himself, her camera. But aside from that, it's going to be around 2.5 cipher machine decoding progress here from the survivor side. We still do have warp. We're just going to have to see where the wanted order is going to go to. It's going to go towards journalist. We might be trying to look for mercenary here instead if we can find him. If we can't, then we most likely will be warping out. But if we can, it'll be a little bit of a different scenario here, as we did get to know this just a little bit, and then we're all changing targets immediately. For Alex right now himself, he knows, okay, if I do decide to go after journalist, she's going to be able to place down 3 little Orphes, in which they can be considered as 3 pallets there for Alexa to destroy, 3 extra pallets for Alexa to destroy. But right now it does seem like with Gogo here currently being upstairs, would it be, well, for patient here, he does have a hook, but then like, okay, that's a really good hooking spot, Gogo. I'm so sorry. That's a really good hooking spot. That is a really good hooking spot. I didn't think we were able to hook down from there. Okay, that's gonna be this last hook there utilized. It seems like we used 1 extra hook just to get away from Alexa ASAP as well. And now we're gonna change target towards the mercenary here, who basically only has 1 level pad remaining. Mercy would be the best chase any game for 2 main reasons. Reason number 1 being the fact that he's half health with only 1 level pad, and the distance created doesn't really matter against max presence opera singer here post pre-nerf, not post-nerf. I was about to say the wrong word. But they are still missing 1 full cipher machine, in which I will say 2 full cipher machines. A, we're near the 64% cipher machine decoded by patient, if I'm not wrong. And then B, being the fact that, having a journalist out there with 10% decoding debuff doesn't seem like a lot. Ooh, that's nice over the palace. But that's going to be 1 warp, and it can take a lot away if we really want to do so. Alex has the whole game to himself right now. And also knowing that charge attack he will be able to bring down, thankfully, with the speed boost there combined. It will be an after half for the mercenary here. Meanwhile, journalist is trying her best to make her way in as soon as she can towards the chair. But sadly, it doesn't seem like it'll be possible here anymore, as Journey will be stopped inevitably. And with this next little Orphe there use, newspaper boy, we're using Orpheus for body block potential, but it seems like that little Orphe didn't manage to do much, sadly. that little Orphe did not manage to do much, sadly, as we do see on this side of the map as well. Mercenary here still trying to contain for a little bit longer, but it's an after half rescue Mercenary, and it seems like for YSYYK we might not be able to survive for any longer. And there we go. That will be the end of our little rescuer here. Little Merc will now return back to the mainer. Meanwhile, the other two survivors are healing. But during this time, with Aleksa having a warp ready on his hands as well, it does not matter what you guys decide to do. What matters is, can you get this one man escape? Alex still hasn't used up his ability just yet. Warp will be coming out here immediately, but sadly there is no one. There is someone nearby. We did just get tinnitus, so we can safely assume that they're actually at 2-story, as we do see Patient's footprint right behind him as well. Patient dropping down that pallet. Seems like Alex is going to go straight towards the Patient there, but sadly Speed Boost isn't going to be able to help Patient rotate away from the area with a max presence Opera Singer in mind. This is one of the biggest reasons why we decided to nerf Opera for her max presence dash speed. It has to be reduced or else it's really uncounterable. But aside from that, we do know where Dungeon is. Dungeon is closely towards the side of the map. We're going to be able to get a hit on towards the Journey, and here we do see as well Journey has half health with one little Orphe left on her hands. Did we use a rescue Orphe? I wonder. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't, but even so, teleportation back. I don't know what happened there, but something happened there. I don't know what happened there. Probably worried about hitting little Orphe, because he does have quite a bit of hitbox apparently. I don't know how it works, but somehow it works. So there is that too, as we utilized the last of our newspaper boy. And the lad, well, the lass will go down now. Meanwhile, the lad just stands there by himself. Patient is already up and already on the run as well. But it seems like right now this will be a guaranteed formal elimination here. WB for WBG Alex. And we will be able to move on straight towards the second half here immediately. Because with 2 full Cypher machines, 1 full Cypher machine remaining against an Opera Singer, doesn't seem like it'll be feasible of a situation anymore, as we're playing. Okay, the moment he gets, okay, there we go. That's going to be a formal elimination. Let's congratulate Alex. Moving on straight towards second half of the game. Let's see, D-Ball is going to bring out Instant Detention alongside with Trump Card, alongside with Blink, on this Ivy. And from Survivor side, you're going to be able to see Seer, Wildling, Acrobat, and of course, once again, Journalist coming out against Ivy. This will be second half of Week 9, Day 2, Match 1, Game 1 of WVG versus YS. Let's move directly on then. Well, D-Ball is going to spawn in Restaurant, and with such a spawn like Restaurant, it seems like we're going to go straight towards Juan here, who is playing as the Wildling. I think for WBG's team, right? I think we never really talked about it before, but like they have 3 rescuers in the team, 4 kiters, 2 supports. And how it works is we're going to be able to see Hui, because like Hui is a rescuer, Lon is a rescuer, they've all maintained rescuer roles, and now Juan is a rescuer too. But then you have 2 support characters such as Hui and Huang, and then you, that's a hit right over the pallet, and then you have like 4 containers. Because why? Anti-Courier on Hui, Huang has like Perfumer and Entomologist, which acts as like a support as well. Persica is just being Persica, and then you've Lon as well with the Acrobat and Gardener. So like this team is very flexible overall. It's just that you don't really have a decoder aside from Persica's mechanic. But from what we're seeing here, back to the game we go. It will be a blink down here immediately on towards the Journey, but Journey cannot look back in a situation like this, especially with the fact that she's at 59 stacks of Relevation. Now we're going to try catch up here as soon as we can, but with a little Orphe as a body blocker, he has our escort right behind our backs. It seems like we're going to be forcing D-Ball to run in a little bit of a roundabout way, a little bit of a long roundabout way, just to catch up towards Hui here. Did not get hit right over the pallet. That's a little bit unfortunate here. Hui cannot look back, and I do think it's also because of the fact that he cannot look back. This is kind of what hurts him the most. So he's gonna run towards the other side right now as soon as he can. There is no puppet left on Hui's hands, but it seems like he'll be going down here immediately. Overall, it's not too bad. 100-second containment. 100-second containment is overall honestly not too bad for the Survivor side here. It is 2 minutes in towards the game. You do have Wildling Cypher Machine not done yet, unfortunately, but at least we know that the Seer and the Acrobat are, you know, decoding 1 Cypher Machine respectively. with the Wailing being nearby right now, yes, we could get the leech, but this leech doesn't matter because Wailing's in early. As long as he's in early, that's all what it matters. The moment Wailing goes upstairs here, I don't necessarily think we're going to chase after Wailing anymore. 2 reasons. Well, you probably could still chase after Wailing. Honestly, you probably still could chase after Wailing and then go after Hui. But then it seems like we aren't going to be doing that anymore. As we are max presence, we want to focus on getting the down. We are still looking around. Didn't get anything there. We're going to break the pallet instead to wait until the pallet speed boost is over, and that's going to be a leech and teleportation. And it seems like the journalist will be dead in this area because that's a 100% revelation stack. Now then, with that in mind, we are going to be able to see at least guarantee 1 elimination, as the last 2 Cypher machines are around 40% on average here from the survivor side. Persica, as the seer, most likely won't be able to decode that exegate anymore. Not exegate, that Cypher machine anymore, but it seems like we aren't going to be letting this go at all. I feel like as long as Persica stays nearby, everything should be fine, because you can't really teleport out just yet. We're coming from an unexpected place, but it seems like Diva will be able to find where the seer is, as we're gonna make our way in. We did get 35 stacks, and we're gonna struggle for the rescue. We did get a hit on towards. It's fine, because like with the seer staying nearby, it allowed us to finish so much of our Cypher machine. The Cypher machine by technicality right now is primed, but what we do have to worry about is, see, as someone who doesn't have borrowed time, so we might want to finish off Cyphers ASAP before anything else, as Wailing here at Cypher machine is almost done 97%, but he was forced on board as well. The thing about things like this is the earlier you get off, the better it is, right? So Wailing will be forcing himself on quite a bit of a tough situation, as the flywheel did fail, but with that flywheel fail, it doesn't really matter that much for WBG survivors, since we're opening a completely new Cypher machine. So it seems like Acrobat's going to be the one who does that. But if we teleport over right here immediately, that means that 94% Cypher machine cannot be locked anymore. You can't even have normal, which is the unfortunate part, as we do get the teleport over. But it seems like for Persica right now, we successfully dodged the ETN. We successfully dodged the ETN revelation scream. Okay, Cypher machine at 99%. We should just pop open here immediately if Juan can. We're going to get on board first, which is not a bad idea. It's honestly not a bad idea. Getting on board first is honestly not a bad idea. Not only is there's a guarantee safety, you can also see that we're currently designating survivors to their own respective post. Persica at Lantern Gate and then Wailing at Umbrella Gate. The big question is, how can Lon play around this? Because you're going to have to play around this somehow, right? Because he not only does he have to pop open a Cypher machine, he also has to dismantle the items nearby, or else the moment you get a leech on towards Lance, guaranteed 3-man elimination game for D-Ball. And you don't, like, you only need 1 escape, yes. Oh, we're going to pop open here immediately without anyone noticing D-Ball. Wait a second. We were a little bit caught off guard. They were trying to look for Persica, realizing Persica does not have borrowed time, and she also can't look back. This is the best high case scenario here, but we just decided to leech, as Juan is still opening that exit currently at 90%, but that doesn't matter because we can just get a Muro here immediately with a teleportation over. Doesn't matter much. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We're going to be able to get a hit, but we're still going to be able to go out anyways, because your abnormal state will be refreshed the moment you get hit by the hunter. As we do see here as well, Persica getting rid of her own Ostracon near her Lantern Gate. Acrobat is now on the way out. Persica 80% exit gate opening speed. Persica left the... Okay. Lol, she left it on an 93. That scared me. Ah, but look, she's smiling now. She's smiling now. That's nice. Now then, let's move on straight towards second half.